We're not waiting for the future. We're creating it. Not just embracing change, but accelerating it. Driving it. Forward. Bring on tomorrow.
Good morning from the Ford Cologne Electrification Centre in Germany. It's exciting to be here with so many of our employees, partners, and media from across Europe joining us online. This is a special day for Ford of Europe. Only a few days ago, Ford globally announced that we are accelerating our transformation by creating distinct electric vehicle and internal combustion engine business units for our passenger vehicles. Ford Blue will build out our iconic portfolio of vehicles with internal combustion engines and deliver global scale excellence in engineering, manufacturing, and supply chain. It will be the engine that powers our Ford transformation in Europe. Ford Model E will bring the focus we need to achieve our vision of an all-electric future. It will accelerate our ability to innovate and deliver breakthrough electric and connected vehicles at scale. And of course, our already established Ford Pro division will continue to deliver a laser focus on our commercial customers. Let me be clear, this is not a change in strategy. This is an acceleration of our electrification plans with the full support of the global business behind us. Our focus in Europe is Ford Model E, our electric vehicle passenger vehicle business, and Ford Pro, the electrification of our commercial vehicle business. Today is about stepping into our future and creating a new Ford in Europe. We're delivering for customers in Europe with the focus and speed of a startup at the leading edge of technology, supported by the deep expertise in engineering and high-volume production. In the next few minutes, I'll have the pleasure of introducing a new generation of Ford vehicles designed to meet the needs of a changing Europe. These vehicles will define what it means to own and drive a Ford. I will share our plan to take concrete steps to realize the all-electric future we outlined last year. The acceleration of our investments we announced and changes we are making to our operations in Europe. But to appreciate what our future holds also means to understand and learn from our past. Allow me a brief look back to put our plans and ambitions into perspective. For more than 100 years, Ford's business in Europe has been guided by our commitment to serve families and communities and to provide freedom of mobility at affordable prices. We are one of the last truly family-led companies in the automotive industry. But family isn't just who we are. It's more than that. It's the DNA that sits at the heart of everything we do. It's what makes Ford unique. It's our advantage in a very competitive marketplace. It's how we behave as a company. Family means we do everything we can to bring people together and to realize our dreams and ambitions. Family also means we do everything we can to support business owners, help them become more productive and serve their customers. They are the backbone of Europe's economy, generating more than half of the value of goods and services and employing more than 100 million people across our region. But the world has changed in profound ways. As we emerge from a global pandemic and leave behind supply shortages, consumers and businesses all over Europe demand more of Ford and of our entire industry. They demand more innovation, more transparency, more equality, and most of all, they demand greater care for our planet. Our plan is not only to meet these demands, but to exceed them. And here's how. Electrification represents the most transformative change in our industry in over 100 years. And here in Europe, we're forging a fast and accelerated path to an all-electric future. Core to our plan for Europe are three commitments we are making. First, accelerate the move to an all-electric portfolio of passenger vehicles by 2030 within Ford Model E, and only zero-emission commercial vehicles within Ford Pro by 2035. Second, deliver on the promise of a connected world and offer mobility solutions and services that truly redefine what it means to own and drive a Ford. Third, implement our European sustainability strategy and make a positive contribution to society and the environment, managing our CO2 budget in line with the Paris Climate Agreement. Let me talk about accelerating the move to electric in more detail first. We are already making significant inroads, as evidenced by the unparalleled success of our Mustang Mach-E and high-performance Mach-E GT, two highly opinionated and differentiated products that only Ford can bring to customers. 9 out of 10 customers who decided to buy a Mustang Mach-E are new to Ford, many joining us on the electrification revolution from premium brands. Last year, we sold more than 23,000 Mustang Mach-E's in Europe. This year, we're looking to significantly increase the number of happy Mach-E customers in Europe by more than 60%. But we're going way beyond our passenger vehicles within Ford Model E. In fact, Ford remains the top-selling commercial vehicle brand in Europe, a record we've owned for the past 7 years. We are seeing immense interest in the electrification of our Ford Pro fleet of commercial vehicles with the all-electric E-Transit 2-ton van, which launches next quarter. The Transit is the best-selling cargo van in the world, and the new E-Transit capitalizes on our strengths and will support our business customers into the future. The orders are going up daily, and we expect 7,000 vehicles in customer hands by year-end. Already today, Ford E-Transit prototypes are being put to the test across a variety of intensive, real-world operating scenarios in the postal, municipal, and utilities, last-mile and grocery delivery sectors in Germany, Norway, and the UK. The exceptional capability of E-Transit is complemented by comprehensive support for vehicle charging and an integrated suite of software and services to optimize efficiency and cost of ownership. Let me come to the second pillar of our European plan, connectivity. For our customers, it means delivering an even wider range of must-have connected products and services that enhance their lives. It is more than just the vehicle that will determine who excels in this dynamic and fast-changing world. It is also the software, the connected services, and the unique customer experiences, and how we integrate this entire ecosystem into the ownership journey to make our customers' lives even more productive. This is fundamental to our commitment of treating customers like family in everything we do. We are already demonstrating this with Ford Pro, our commercial vehicle business. Ford Live, our connected uptime system, launched across 9 markets, enabling an additional 28,000 days of vehicle availability for our customers in the fourth quarter alone. While we build on our proud legacy in Europe, we're capitalizing on our strengths to build a thriving, profitable business while also doing our part to protect the planet. Making a positive contribution to the environment is the third pillar of our plan. We see this as a call to action, to lead in electrification, not just here in Europe, but around the globe, to help the world meet climate goals and bring down emissions. We're introducing an entirely new carbon-neutral manufacturing model centered around making electric vehicles the European customers will love, and ensuring that we have the capability and capacity to support this ambitious EV strategy. By 2030, our entire passenger car model portfolio will be all electric, and by 2035, we will only offer zero-emission commercial vehicles to our customers in Europe. But we are doing even more to tackle climate change. Building on our commitment for zero-emission vehicles, we're targeting carbon neutrality across our European business by 2035. That means reducing the carbon footprint of our facilities, logistics, and key suppliers to zero. Mustang Mach-E and E-Transit are just the beginning of this journey. Today, we are taking decisive, bold actions to transform and modernize our operations. We're extending successful partnerships and forging new ones. And we are addressing the growing demand for EV batteries built in and for Europe. I'm excited to share this morning that we signed an agreement with SK On and Koch Holdings to create one of the largest battery manufacturing plants for commercial vehicles in Europe. This agreement means that we are forming a new joint venture located in Turkey with the goal to scale the production of batteries for commercial vehicles. The planned gigafactory will be located at a site close to Ankara in Turkey and will manufacture high-nickel NMC cells for assembly into battery array modules. This joint venture builds on Ford's recently announced Blue Oval SK cooperation with SK Innovation for the $5.8 billion battery park under construction in North America. Ford's global battery electric plans call for at least 240 gigawatt hours of battery cell capacity by 2030. Our new joint venture in Turkey will contribute to an annual capacity in the range of 35 to 45 gigawatt hours, with the intention to start production as early as mid-decade. It will accelerate the rollout of an expanding range of all-electric commercial vehicles, like our Transit Custom and Tourneo Custom coming in 2023, that will reduce energy usage and running costs for businesses and make a significant contribution to reducing CO2 emissions. Also this morning, we announced that we are modernizing and scaling up our manufacturing capabilities for electric vehicle production in Europe. Our plant in Craiova, Romania, is set to play an even bigger role in Ford's transformation. Ford has agreed to transfer ownership of the Craiova manufacturing facility to Ford Otosan, our joint venture in Turkey, one of the longest-running and most successful joint ventures in the global automotive industry. Leveraging our strategic partnership with Ford Otosan allows us to better utilize our resources, which is essential in our electrification journey. Last year, we announced a $300 million investment in Craiova to build an all-new, affordable, light commercial van. I'm pleased to confirm that this new vehicle is the next-generation Transit Courier, our highly versatile and most compact van in the Transit family range. There will also be a passenger-carrying, multi-purpose vehicle derivative, the Tourneo Courier, both of which will launch in 2023 with an electric version starting in 2024. But there is more. The Puma, our dynamic, compact crossover produced in Craiova, has set the hearts and minds of consumers alike. The Puma's design, matched to outstanding performance and efficiency from the advanced EcoBoost hybrid powertrains, made it the darling of passenger car buyers. More than 130,000 Pumas were sold in Europe last year, making it the best-selling passenger vehicle across the region. And this love affair is set to become even more electrifying. I'm proud to announce that we will launch an all-electric version of the Puma for our European customers in 2024. The battery-powered, all-electric Ford Puma will elevate this stunning car to the next level and give our customers an even wider choice of highly differentiated, iconic, all-electric vehicles. With Craiova's production centered on next-generation electric and commercial vehicles, we have decided that production of the EcoSport will come to an end later this year. Optimizing our production capacity is essential to achieve our target of delivering an all-electric range of vehicles in Europe by 2030. Here in Cologne, we announced last February an investment to build the Cologne Electrification Centre, a state-of-the-art factory of tomorrow. Today, we are sharing an acceleration of those plans. We will invest $2 billion in new electric passenger vehicles to be built in Cologne. We're also confirming today that a new battery assembly facility will be built here in Cologne and start operation in 2024. This investment will help Ford meet the growing demand for electric vehicles in Europe. Which leads me to the most exciting news of the day for our customers. The first battery-powered all-electric vehicle to be produced in Cologne will be an exciting new model that builds on Ford's proud heritage and success in the popular sport utility and crossover segments. We expect this highly differentiated vehicle that only Ford could do to set new benchmarks for zero-emissions mobility. For now, we're only sharing a preview of what's to come. We'll reveal this first battery electric vehicle coming from Cologne towards the end of this year, with production commencing in 2023. But that isn't the only good news coming from the Cologne Electrification Centre. We are adding a second iconic all-electric vehicle to be produced in Cologne from 2024. Stay tuned for more details on this second electric vehicle. But what I can share today is that Ford will manufacture 1.2 million vehicles over the life cycle of these products in our Cologne Electrification Centre. This is a key proof point of our strategic alliance with Volkswagen and cements Ford's commitment to investing in and growing our business in Europe. So we're well underway in accelerating our family of iconic electric passenger vehicles within Ford Model E. We're adding 2 iconic cars to be built in Cologne, plus the all-electric Puma to our Mustang Mach-E. And in our lineup of all-electric commercial vehicles within Ford Pro, with Courier, Custom, and 2-ton Transit all being electrified. In total, we are reimagining the Ford brand in Europe by going from 2 electric vehicles today to 9 all-electric vehicles by 2024. More adventurous, more versatile, more connected than ever, these vehicles are built to meet the mobility needs of a modern Europe that is leading the fight against climate change. It directly aligns with Ford's commitment to build a future where freedom of movement goes hand in hand with looking after our planet and each other. In just 4 years, by 2026, we are planning to sell over 600,000 battery electric vehicles to customers in Europe, with over 3/4 of vehicle sales expected to be all electric by 2030. And by 2035, all of our passenger vehicles and commercial vehicles will be zero emissions. Today's event is a pivotal moment in the almost 120-year history of Ford Motor Company and Ford of Europe, as we focus on accelerating the electrification revolution and unleashing our ability to disrupt ourselves. Thank you for joining us today. I look forward to sharing future milestones of this exciting journey with you.
We're not waiting for the future. We're creating it. Not just embracing change, but accelerating it. By 2024, we won't just be building 1 electric car. We'll be building 4. Not just 1 electric van, but 5. Vehicles only Ford can build. By 2026, annual sales of our electric vehicles will exceed 600,000, All our cars will be electric by 2030. And we're targeting zero emissions for all vehicle sales and carbon neutrality across our European business by 2035. Of course, all this isn't just better for drivers and businesses. It's better for the planet. And who better to do what's best for families than a family company? We're not adapting to change. We're driving it. Ford. Bring on tomorrow.